everybody, welcome back to Vegas Sports Talk, and this series is officially over. The Golden Knights won this one 4-3. They win the series in 5 games, 4-1. We'll get right into it. It was a very interesting game, a game where I thought Chicago might have won in the first and second period. Lehner and Crawford started for both of the teams. Crawford was a sure thing, Lehner not so much. Through 3 minutes, the shots were 2-0 in favor of Chicago, and there was good pressure from Vegas. And there was a good chance from Stevenson. Stevenson had some good chances throughout this game. Theodore had a slap shot that was blocked by DeHaan, and then Riley Smith was denied by Corey Crawford. And Crawford was looking really good early in this game, and he was looking like he did in Game 4. And that kind of scared me. As I said, he was looking strong, and he had a good save on Nick Waugh. And shots were 5-3 in favor of Vegas halfway through the period. And right after I wrote that note down, Jonathan Toews scored from Kulik and Saad at 10:32. And the Blackhawks continued to pressure. Crawford had a good save on Cousins, but then Shea Theodore had 2 great chances in front, and Crawford 2 amazing saves. And in the first period, he was playing like he did in Game 4, and it was starting to make me nervous because it looked like he was getting some momentum from the previous games. Riley Smith missed the net. Shots on goal were 12-7 in favor of the Golden Knights with 2:33 remaining in the period. And then right after that, DeBrincat scores from Strome and Murphy at 18-19, and it was 2-0 Blackhawks, and it looked like the Blackhawks were controlling that game. And Lehner was looking a little bit shaky at that point. Crawford was playing well, and it looked like the Golden Knights were in some deep trouble. But a minute, 10 seconds later, Max Pacioretty answers from McNabb and Carlson at 19-29, and that was one of the goals that made a key difference in tonight's game. That was probably the most important goal from the Golden Knights. It showed that they can score on Corey Crawford, and they come out in the second period, and they do just that. Mark Stone scored from Carlson and Pacioretty at 57 seconds, so it's 2-2. They score 2 goals in a minute 30 of game time, and they tied the game. And it's looking like they're controlling this game. Saad skated to the bench. He seemed shaken up, but Chicago was pressuring. There was a bad turnover, and I mean terrible, by Nate Schmidt in the defensive zone, and Patrick Kane scores 5-hole from Kagula at 4:02, and it was 3-2 Blackhawks. And Schmidt was playing bad at that point. He had a couple bad turnovers in tonight's game that cost the Golden Knights. There was a penalty on Boquist for holding the stick on Marchessault, Golden Knight power play, and the Golden Knights were 0-16 in their last 16 power plays, but not tonight. They found a way to score. There was a great pass from Smith to Martinez cross ice, and Martinez scores from one knee from Smith and Schmidt at 7:28. It's a power play goal, and we're tied 3-3, and this is when the game flipped. There was a turnover by Nate Schmidt in front, but Lehner had 2 strong saves, and Schmidt was lucky that Lehner made those saves, or else this game would have been 4-3 Blackhawks and totally different. There was a 2-on-1 for Carrier and Stevenson. Stevenson missed the net. Then there was a penalty on Shea Theodore for slashing Highmore. Blackhawks power play. The Golden Knights killed that power play. No shots on it for Chicago, and that was a really good penalty kill by the Golden Knights. That was one of the better penalty kills I've seen them do all series long. Shots were 26-19 in favor of Vegas, 1:17 remaining in the period. Then the Golden Knights had a strong finish in that second period, and Martinez had a chance in front that was denied. They pressured towards the end of the period, and it's 3-3 going into the third. There was a 4-on-2 for Chicago. Lehner had a big save, and then the Golden Knights had a breakaway. And Alex Tuch scored from Marchessault and Theodore at 1:34, and it was 4-3 Vegas Golden Knights. And Alex Tuch played great in this series. He's been playing great in the series, great in the playoffs, and the pause benefited him, quite frankly. There was a good forecheck for the Golden Knights after that goal. No shots for Chicago in the last 5 minutes. Raw's shot in front, blocked by Crawford, 12 minutes left in the game. And then I had to bring another board out. There was a big block by Martinez, 9:45 left in the third. That was a key block. If he doesn't make that block, the Blackhawks continue to pressure in the offensive zone, but he makes that block to clear it out. There's a good pass from Stone to Theodore and a big save by Corey Crawford. It's a great pass from Stone to Theodore. Theodore needs to bury it, but even a better save by Crawford. There was a 3-on-1 for the Golden Knights. Stevenson's tip goes just wide, but the Golden Knights were getting chances, and the Chicago was trying to pinch, and you could see that the Golden Knights were getting some chances in the offensive zone. Lehner had a couple of good saves, and then Tuch scored, but incidental contact on Crawford. There was no goal, 4:35 remaining. Cousins kind of touched him. I agree with the call, so it was still 4-3. The Blackhawks pressure with 3:30 left. Crawford was pulled with 1:14 remaining. Chicago timeout. They called a timeout. They lost the face-off, but they pressed with 30 seconds left. They didn't score. The Golden Knights win this series 4-1, and they're moving on to the second round, and they're the first team to advance in the second round. Shots on goal, 26 for Chicago, 39 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Power play, 0-for-1 for Chicago, 1-for-1 for the Golden Knights. The goalies, Corey Crawford, he saved 35 out of 39. He played great in this series. Without him, this would have been a sweep. He played great on Sunday, and he played good today, just the stats don't really show it. Lehner, he saved 23 out of 26. He played good in the second and third period. He looked a little shaky in the first, but he battled back. So the Golden Knights, we will see who they will play. They'll either play Calgary, the St. Louis Blues, or the Arizona Coyotes, depending, or Vancouver. It depends on who wins those series. So there you guys go. Make sure to like and subscribe if you just saw my video on the YouTube channel. And make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Vegas Sports Talk. I post updates throughout the entire game. And go Knights, go. I'll talk to you guys again.